Be honest. Are you healthy? When was the last time you have yourself checked? Do you ever go to the doctor to be checked? Or are you checking on your health? Are you afraid of doctors? How about the thought of going to hospital? Brothers and sisters, welcome to another edition of Teacher's Talk today. And I will talk to you about ways you can find God even in sickness. Many years ago, the doctors made a diagnosis of what I was feeling then. I had an incurable disease. And when they told me the name of the disease, I cannot even pronounce it because to me it was very strange. Do you know about Myasthenia Gravis? It is said to be an autoimmune disease that is incurable. The first time I heard about that, I cannot believe I would be sick. Many things I still have to do, and I was doing. But then I knew in my heart that I need to find treatment. And so I went to another doctor and the same diagnosis. And still another doctor and still the same diagnosis. And of course, my Sister Menchi is a doctor herself, and she was the first one to diagnose me with Myasthenia Gravis. Everything seemed to crumble. I would cry. Sometimes I would be angry with God. I would close the door and would not talk. And of course, the best thing that has ever happened is that I was able to send, with the permission of my former Superior General, I was able to send Sister Matthew, my blood sister, and Sister Menchi to Germany. Because then, I knew, if I die, I said, somebody has got to take over my mission of spreading contemplative prayer to the world. And so they went. And that was a plus. That was a good thing. And so I got sick for what seemed like forever. 1 month passed, still sick. But I never missed contemplative prayer practice with my group every Thursday. Or retreats and seminars I have to give in Tagum and in other parts of Manila. I still went on with that. But believe it or not, after the seminar, after giving the 7 last words, for instance, at St. Paul the Apostle Parish, I would mope, I would go to my room, I would cry, I would just stay there and really feel very sick. But God gives me all the energy when I need to work and to preach and to teach. I felt very strong. But after a while, I would again get sick. How would you deal with your own sickness? Well, again, contemplation gives us the gift of acceptance. Acceptance of the now, of the present moment. Acceptance that you are sick. Acceptance that you can be irritable when you are sick. Acceptance that the certainty of death may be coming. And for me, it was the certainty of death because I was told it is an incurable disease. But the gift that sickness gives to us is that I have become even more conscious of the presence of God in my life. So how would you deal with sickness? Of course, drink your medicines if you have to. Be healthy. How? By eating fresh vegetables and fruit, eating the right food, drinking many liters of water every day, not glasses, but really liters of water every day, plenty of water. And how else would you deal with your sickness other than the acceptance, other than the contemplative acceptance and prayer? Patience. I got sick for what seemed like forever, for 10 long months. And it is during these 10 long months of being sick that I realized God was really playing a big role in my life. I read many books, listened to many wonderful tapes at the time, 18 years ago, so there were CDs and tapes. I had enough time to do that. And of course, my sisters were very considerate, and they allowed me to stay much more in my room and in bed because I was sick. Enjoy being sick. You have more time and reason to stay in bed. You have time and more reason to listen to inspirational talks, listen to good music, and eat the right food. But believe it or not, I never lost my faith that one day I will get healed. And so one day I was on top of the mountain in Tanay, Rizal, where we put up the statue of Our Lady. And there all of a sudden I just felt an inner strength within to dance. And so I danced in front of Mama Mary and my sisters down below who were looking at me. Oh, they said, oh, Epi's dancing in front of Our Lady. But then, after that dance, after I composed the song Loke I realized it was not like before. I had all the energy in my body. I was strong. I was happier. And then, 3 days later, I was supposed to have a thymectomy. They have to open the thymus and remove the thymus gland or part of the thymus gland because according to medicine, it was the right thing to do. But I said, maybe let's have one more test. So the doctors tested me. And a few days after, maybe 2 days after, I was asked, what did you do? And the doctors realized, after 2 checks, the doctors realized they told me I have a remission. But for me, it was really cure. Many doctors have checked on me before my remission or my cure. And one of the most prestigious hospital that got me was the hospital in Würzburg in Germany. And the same diagnosis, I was sick of Myasthenia Gravis. But believe it or not, brothers and sisters, on that day when my doctor said, I am cured, I wanted to dance even in the street. I felt that my feet had wings. And from the hospital, from the doctor's clinic, I just lifted my feet and just walked as if on air. And believe it or not, I was still able to compose the prayer for healing. And because of that, many healing has happened. I still have a mission. If you are sick, ask the Lord, is this the end or just the beginning? Maybe, for all you know, you have a mission. You have a mission to fulfill, to declare to the world that sickness is not the end to everything, that something good will come out of that. And the good that came out of my own sickness is that I was able to write this book, Finding God, and be part of this book called Abundance too. And of course, in all the moments when I was raging and unhappy, I was able to compile this book, Radiance. My dear brothers and sisters, I have never had any lapse or relapse since the year 2000. It's been 18 years that I have been declared cured. And for that, I thank God for contemplative acceptance, for silence, for stillness, and for simplicity in life. This is Sister Epi, and I would like to say, may God bless all of you.